All right, guys, so we're still in sets, right? And we're looking at elements and number of elements in a set, okay? And it says the different items in a set are called members or elements of that set. For example, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, and 4 are elements of set A, and 1 is an element of set A, 2 is an element of set A, 3 is an element of set A, and 4 is an element of set A. Or 1, 2, 3, and 4 are elements of set A. The symbol, this E, right, this funny looking E, means is an element of, right? And also, guys, this funny looking E with a cross through it, right, means not an element of, okay? Okay, so let me give you an example, guys. Let's say we have a set C, and this C is equal to A, B, and D, right? So we can say that A is an element of C, right? But C is not an element of C. All right, guys? So these notations are really important to know, okay? So you have to know that this means an element of, and this means not an element of, okay? All right, guys, so let's look at some more definitions here. All right, guys, so we're looking at the definition for the number of elements in a set, and it says in mathematics, the cardinality of a set is a measure of the number of elements of that set, right, or of the set. An example is a set has 3 elements, therefore it has a cardinality of 3, okay? And it says here the number of elements in a set A, where A is equal to 1, 2, 3, and 4, is denoted by n of A, which is equal to 4, where n of A means the number of elements in set A. Okay, guys? All right, so since we defined what elements are, what elements are not in a set, and the number of elements in a set, I think we can do some examples now. All right, guys? You know I love to do 3 examples. So let's start off here with some examples, okay? All right, guys, great. So let's look at these 3 examples. It says write the following in sets notation. And the first one says 0 is not in the natural number set. Okay, so how do we write this, guys? So we'd write it this way. 0 is not an element of the natural number set. And remember, you write the natural number set like this. Cool. Cool. So this is how we'd write it, guys. And that would be the answer for number 1. And number 2 says salmon is a member of the fish set. Okay, so how do we write this? We would write salmon, which is a type of fish, is an element of the fish set. So let's write that. Fish set. All right, the fish species set. Cool. So this would be the answer for that one, guys. It is an element of that set. And the last one here, 3 says, we did 1 and 2, and 3 says a mango is not a member of the animal set, right? So we would write mango, right, is not an element of the set of animals, right? All right. Okay, so it's as simple as that, guys. This is very simple. As you can see, sets is really a simple thing. All right. So let's do 3 more examples now, guys. You know I love to do my examples. All right, guys. So let's look at these 3 examples here. It says write the meaning of the following. This one says Spanish is an element of the foreign languages, right? And that's what it means, right? Spanish, if we were to write the meaning, Spanish is a member of the foreign languages, okay? All right, and it is to us because English is our first language, okay? And the second one here says football is not a member of hand sports, which is true. Football, meaning soccer, not American football, regular football that we play in Jamaica, is not a hand sport, right? So it's saying football is not a hand sport. Okay. And this one says Carmelita, right? Carmelita is not a boy's name. So that's basically what it's saying here. It's not in the set of boys' names. So Carmelita is not a member of the set of boys names, right? All right, so that's the answer for this one, guys. So we finished 1, 2, and 3. And great. And let's look at one more example. Okay, guys? All right, guys. So we're doing this last example before we move on to some more definitions. All right. And it says, state the number of elements in the following set using the notion n question mark is equal to, right? So for the first one, it says A is equal to the amount of vowels in the English alphabet, right? So to find the number of elements in A, how many elements are in the English alphabet again? It's A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, and U, right? So it's actually 5 elements that are in A. So that's the answer for A. 5 elements are in the set A, right? So for number 2 now, this is for number 1. For number 2, the number of prime numbers less than 10. So let's find that set. The number of prime numbers less than 10 is 2, 3, 5, 7, and the next one would be 11, and that would not be less than 10. So it's actually, this is actually what B is. So n of B, which is the number of elements in B, would be equal to 4. All right. So that would be the answer for B, 4. Okay. Then 3 now says even numbers between 1 and 10. And the even numbers between 1 and 10 are 2, 4, 6, and 8. So n of C would be equal to 4, right? There are 4 even numbers between 1 and 10. All right. All right, cool, guys. So that's the answer for that one. All right, and we can move on to some more definitions now. All right, we're going to go through all the definitions in sets in these videos. Okay, guys? All right, guys, so that's it. And I'll see you in the next lecture. And remember to do your best, and God will do the rest.